Hi. More Shadowrun. More fun. More Hong Kong. More text. Maybe more fighting? I don't know yet. More me being confused. That's for sure. Hi, hello. Also, fun fact. Apparently you can't even use LMAO in the Twitch notification text prompt because it goes against the Twitch TOS. You can't even say S. Not even as an acronym. For fuck's sake, Twitch. Take the stick out of your aforementioned body part. Jesus Christ. We did finish talking to everyone, right? So the one thing we have to do is... Do we need to spend money? No, we don't have that much money. So we will immediately dive into the next quest, which will be the Sky Tower, so we can advance time and get Gobbet's side quest. That's the plan of action for today. 2 quests if possible, instead of just 1. I've taken a look at the series I've recorded so far, and I think the only series that was as long as this, or the only 2 series, were This Is the Police and Oblivion. Which, well, one of these series was good, the other one was... Don't forget to take Gobbet on this mission. Whoa. Time doesn't advance for them if you don't take them with you? Oh, where is she? She's not here. Her quest activated? We run back then? I swear, if you didn't tell me, Amiel, like, I would have been... What do you do when this happens and you don't have a Craddock at your side? Do you just assume that the game bugged out majorly? Especially considering that this is the one quest where you need a mage. Hello, Duncan. Just walking past. She's gone! Okay. She's gone, Bong Bong. I don't know where she ran off to, but she looked upset. She just said something about friends in trouble, then left. By the time I could disconnect from the octopus, she was on her way out of town. Man, Isabel, you are like the worst friend one could have, seriously. She must have gone back to the sinking ship. I don't like the sound of that. She tell you what went down out there all of those years ago? The mutiny, yeah. A bit, yeah. She's been worried about Katniss and Malvina. I don't even remember. She tends to ramble a lot. Let's not be that harsh. She turns her back and begins grabbing her gear. Well, apparently she's changed her mind, so we'd better go and get her. Hadn't we? We don't know for sure that anything's wrong. Maybe we should wait for her to call for help. Let's do it. Let's do it. Going to arrange transport out to Hung Hom Bay. You can meet me at the docks when you're ready. Oh, do I have to take Isabel with me on this mission? But then again, I might hate her guts, but her rocket launcher is the real deal. Okay, we don't need to do the Sky Tower mission. Yay. Just need to go to the docks. Lovely big docks. Wait, where are the docks? Over here. Over here, Bong Bong. Over here. Damn, we can run fast. Look at this. Going full speed. Oh, it's Captain Shlomo again. Okay. Hey, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Jomo stands at the edge of the dock, smoking a hand-rolled cigarette as he stares out over the river. As he approaches, he lifts a hand in greeting. Ho there, come to admire the river with Jomo? Have a bottle of baijiu we can share. Not now, Jomo. Actually, why not? Best choice! The orc pirate grins from ear to ear and produces a bottle half full of clear liquid. There's no label, and the cork appears to be hand-carved. That's the best my meager money can buy. Not many ships worth raiding lately. Goddamn weather. Take a large swig. A smaller drink may have been a better idea. Your eyes begin to water as the baijiu fills your mouth with the flavor of kerosene and old tires. How do old tires taste? I never tried before. Your throat feels like someone's pounded molten glass down it, stifling a cough. You hand the bottle back to Jomo. He's still grinning. With this, you're ready to conquer the world. What favor can Jomo do for you? You need a body dumped at sea? I can do it fast. No one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on a beach. Make a map with X marks the spot. Captain Jomo bursts into heavy laughter. Ha ha ha! Slapping his side in mirth. Travel to the sinking ship. I need you to take me to the sinking ship. Ah, easy, yeah. I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Lead the way then. Whoa, I can't... Are you... Man, the game is just throwing sticks in my balls today. The only person I can take with me is Isabel? What? Okay. Well, Bong Bong could do this alone, I'm sure. And we're gonna meet up with Gobbet halfway through, I assume. But the question is, will we see these weird-ass shadowy beings out of the... What was it again? The orb or something? The amulet? I can't remember. The magic bauble. Was my bitrate dying or something? Looks fine on my end. Where's Flower at? Don't tell me I'm alone. Oh, imagine being alone with me, Devki. I wouldn't. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. I wouldn't. The sinking ship, or rather, the sinking ship, hung on bay. Captain Jomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough water like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination, the sinking ship, Gobbet's former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see that it's stacked at least 3 containers deep, and an elegant brick of corrugated weathering steel. An assortment of pontoons, buoys, and other flotation devices have been lashed to the base of the raft to prevent it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here, or why Gobbet felt the need to go face it alone, but one way or another, you're about to find out. I'm awkward enough to make you feel uncomfortable. You fucking wish. Let's go. We don't have anything else we need to take with us, I think. The scramble up the side to the sinking ship, was treacherous. You hauled yourself up over the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for purchase against the wind and the driving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel that you're standing on is slick, sheeted with water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails inside. A slip, a rope wave, wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge of the raft and into the dark water below. This thing is a wreck! Isabel gingerly prods at the rusted section of the container that you're standing on with her boot. Stop it! It presses easily with entirely too much give. I can't believe that Gobbet ever chose to live here. I'm sure that it's nice on the inside. What do you expect? You've seen a cabin on the bolt hole? Actually, yeah. That's fair. This is still worse though. She prods the patch of rust again, the steel flakes under her foot. At least her cabin isn't falling apart. Have you been in there? She eats out of the same bowl her rats eat from. She doesn't even wash them. Truth is, what we're seeing here doesn't even fit. The lady in charge of this thing, Melinda or whatever her name was it Mervina? I actually can't remember myself. Was supposed to be some sort of control freak. And Gobbet always talked to Pal Cadmus up as a top quality repair guy. She prods the patch of rust again, frowning, the steel flakes underfoot. This is a deja vu. This thing looked like it's in good repair to you? No, but we don't know. I take it that was rhetorical. There's no guarantee that those two are even out. A sudden gust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to a crouch, clinging to the metal with gloved hands to keep herself from slipping. She looks up, locks her dark eyes on you. We should get moving. It's dangerous up here and my gear is getting soaked. Alright, let's find Gobbet. Finding Gobbet's friends, Cadmus and Melvina, here we go, might be a good place to start. I'm gonna kill Gobbet for dragging us into this. As long as you do it on dry land. Come on, let's go. Did I slip onto a bad end here by saying I'm gonna kill... What's going on? Neutral turn? Oh, rats! What? Where did they come from? Devil rats even. But they're no match for me. Look. This rat has armor, what the fuck? Let's shoot this one. Oh, holy shit, Isabel? The music is pretty nice. Crit me for 6 damage. Good, good, good. Okay, gonna finish off this one. And then this is the one wait. Where's the adjacent? Here we go. This one. Finish this one off and try to kill this one. Here we go. That was very easy considering, well, these are rats, right? I thought worse. Come join us by the fire and get warm. Yes, Mrs. Local Inhabitant. The woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar of soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Well, water would be more useful than soap, but okay. I guess just seeing water constantly, considering where we are. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash away. He looks somewhat clean. Glad to see that you've made it through that one in one piece. The woman's... That's a woman? The woman smiles at you, revealing a set of crooked teeth. Please come stand by the fire and get warm. I guess it's 2050 or something. I shouldn't be judgmental. Tell us who you are first. Sure, thank you. Bong Bong doesn't judge. Her smile widens. Of course, we don't get strangers here often, and it's far too miserable out to turn away a guest. Wanna tell me what's up with the killer rats? The devil rats, you mean? They're becoming something of a crisis for us. We don't know why they've started attacking, and we can't seem to wipe them out. Truth be told, we could really use their help. Oh, give me a quest. Give me money, and I'll be your exterminator. I've got some questions. We'll help with your rat problem, but you have to help us first. Let's go for this one. He turns to his companion. Refresh my memory. Didn't we just help peel a swarm of devil rats off of them a few seconds ago? You want me to peel off your ugly-ass mugs? Isabel heels to face the man, scowling. We didn't ask you to do that. We could have handled the rats on our own. We're looking for a friend. She sighs. Alright, describe this friend of yours to me. She looks like a fucking rat herself. Wait a second, there's rats attacking. Wasn't Malvina a rat shaman as well? Suspicious. She's young, about my age. Orcish, with shaved scalp and dreadlocks. Have you seen her? I'm afraid not. I wish that we had, but we don't get to see many strangers here. So how about it? Will you help us with our rat infestation or not? Yeah, whatever. She breathes a sigh of relief. The rats have been a huge problem for us. Between the damage that they inflict and the disease they carry, they've made it impossible for us to keep up our regular maintenance duties on the raft. You guys don't look like you know what maintenance even means. If you'll follow us, we'll lead you down below decks. With your help, we'll get this ship cleaned out again. Sure. Let's go. I forgot all about Gobbet. Other rats are more important, I guess. The hatch down below is just over this way. We'll show you down. Are they leading me into a trap? Like, are they gonna ambush me or something? The gullible strangers willing to help them against rats. A shallow pool of standing water is gathered on the platform, separating it from an access hatch at the edge of the raft. Electricity arcs over the surface of the pool in angry spiderwebs of blue-white light. Well, hold up. The damned anti-boarding system's gone haywire again. He points at the crackling pool. Look, it isn't draining the way it's supposed to. Well, who's gonna jump in and, like, help? She slams a heel into the deck, her face flashing red in frustration. Again, we just fixed the pump last week. Anti-boarding system? Isabel looks up from the crackling pool, fixes her eyes on the locals. What the hell is this? A bad idea, that's what. Blame the Shadowrunners that lived on this thing before we did. It's like an anti-theft system on a car, only a lot meaner. When it gets stripped, the channel floods, and then ship's power gets shunted into the water. Well, it can deliver a hell of a shock. Shakes her head at the crackling pool, scowling. Only now it seems to trigger randomly, and the pump that we installed as a workaround has started breaking down at the drop of a hat. Great! Fucking sarcasm in this one. Why didn't you just disable the damn thing in the first place? First we get attacked by devil rats, and now this. I think that I'm detecting a theme on this raft. It isn't our fault. The rats have kept our people from fixing things. It wasn't like this before they infested the raft. It used to be a good place to live. Well, it isn't that dangerous, all things considered. He glances at you and Isabel sizes you up. You've got boots on, right? You could probably make it across without... Isabel cuts him off, a serious look on her face. It's pouring out. We're both drenched, and that thing has to be putting out a lot of voltage for those ducks to be visible like that. Trying to cross that pool as is would be a bad idea. A really bad idea. Bong Bong pushes Isabel onto the puddle. Maybe we can find a way to drain the water. Yeah, that pump over there. She points to a rusted hunk of machinery at the edge of the pool. Guessing that's the one that isn't working. Yeah, that's the one. It's supposed to keep this part of the deck clear, but it keeps breaking down. Shakes her head in disgust. Stupid, stupid thing. I swear it must have burned through 4 different fuses the past 2 weeks. Well, something is clearly wrong if you burn through that many fuses. Like, there's a reason why there are fuses. We'll try fixing the pump first. If it doesn't work, we'll have to look around for another solution. Turns away from the dwarf, sneering. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. Oh, the dude is a dwarf. I didn't... Oh, you see? I don't judge better humans. I don't judge them. I don't even see them. They're so small. Let's go. How do we fix... Where's the pump again? This one. The pump machinery. Can you do it, Isabel? Before you sits a very worn and very non-functional water pump. An ancient hose snakes down from the pump into a drainage channel along the deck. Looks pretty busted. Maybe we could fix it with some of the junk that's littering the deck. Examine the mechanism. Upon closer inspection, you can see that this pump suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near constant use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine. It has recently broken down. Heavy scoring and burn patterns also indicate the reason why the pump isn't working. A blown fuse. Isabel, can you do it? Can you fix this? She studies the broken mechanisms, frowning. Afraid not. If it were a computer, I could probably do something with it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. If we find a replacement fuse, I can slot it for you. Anything else, and you're on your own. Walk away. And when I walk away, you don't hear me say, please, don't leave me. Can I just... I can't even try walking across it. We need to find a fuse now. Oh my god, do I need to talk to people to get the fuse, or... A rusted crank wheel? What does this do? Heavily rusted wheel has been mounted to one of the containers here. The floor grates here look similar to the ones near all the flooding. She examines the grates, frowning. Yeah, I think that all of this might be connected. Hydraulic, maybe. I can see some lines running under the lip of this container. It might be the solution to our flooding problem, assuming that you can get that wheel to budge to this. Well, turn the crank, because Bong Bong has like that dummy strength. Using all the leverage that you can muster, you grab the wheel with both hands and wrench on it. Rust flakes free and the screech of tortured metal fills the air. Finally, the wheel comes loose with an almighty crack. The follow-through nearly sweeps your feet out from under you. The wheel spins freely for a time. Wow, then resistance begins to grow. You continue to crank until you feel something click. Good, that means I might not have to talk to like strangers. A grenade, which we're gonna take. Yeah, like 3 to 4 methods of solving this issue. Well, I guess they can't get your heart stuck. Oh, more rats! This time they're all in front of me, which is pretty good actually. No ambushes. Oh, please stand next to me. Yes! Oh my god, this is the fucking best! Ah! We should. Do I have an attack that... No. Well, okay. What we're gonna do now might seem like a little bit dangerous, but it's the best thing we can do in this situation, I think. Because I'm gonna end this very quickly. In merely one turn. Without their help, if you didn't notice. So let's climb below. Hello, hi. Hello everyone. Hello! Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself at the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected in corrugated aluminum. Aluminum? Aluminum. Doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of rotting garbage. Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our work crews too busy to worry about hauling the garbage. You're just bullshitting away through this now. Work crews. But now that you're here, we'll be able to set things right. Kill off those little bastards once and for all. We need to root out your double rat infestation. Any idea where they're nesting? Before we go after the rats, I want you to take me to someone in a position of authority. Malvina or Cadmus? Or Gobbet? We don't know of anyone named Gobbet. Cadmus is sick. He's in a quarantine wing? You have a wing for that? He probably doesn't have long. Malvina's below us on the lower deck. She's a busy woman though. She's the only one who's keeping this place afloat. Take us to Cadmus. Take us to Malvina. Second thought, let's just focus on killing the devil rats. Let's do the rats first, actually. Yeah, they're down below. They're breeding on the level beneath our feet. Literally fucking while we're waiting here. There's a way down on the other side of the deck. Okay, I don't like this bong bong. We don't know enough about what else is going on down here. What else would be going on? Yeah, what else would be going on this fucking decrepit piece of shit of a ship? We're trying to hold out against devil rats that are trying to eat us. And the raft's going to hell while we're doing it. Please, just let us take you to the other side of the raft. You have to help us, you promised. Show us where we need to go. Follow us, we'll take you right there. They are leading me into a trap, right? They are like Malvina's goons. Leading me right to the Red Queen or something. Literally, Red Queen, not Red Queen. So there's no Alice in Wonderland moment going on here. Okay, let's talk to another dude. Maybe he's like more willing to give up information. Who knows? A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with a... What can I get closer to my desk? Stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. Just like to lean back. Sorry. I hope you can still hear me. I assume so. So my microphone picks up like even the noise of me suppressing a fart. New folks, I'll be damned. She shifts positions with a grunt. The hell are you doing in here? Walk away. I was just leaving. What's behind that door? She runs her tongue over her teeth. Storage closet. Nothing worthwhile in there. Don't even know why they have me standing watch over the thing. But those are the rules, right? And you can't question the rules. Oh wow. I can straight up just fucking murder her. To hell with this. I'm going through that door one way or another. That's right. You're right. We must question the rules. That would be wrong. I'm questioning them right now. What did the rules ever do for you? Well, they kept me alive for one. She licks her lips, nodding. That means I'm doing better than some. Did somebody get killed for breaking the rules? She nods slowly. Lots of people. Can't disobey orders, not on a ship at sea. Or a rusting hulk moored in a bay. The words come muttered under her breath. Yeah, Isabel is severely autistic and still a coward. Well, raft, like your little friend says. She shoots a dark glance at Isabel. In her knuckles' whiteness, a grip on her weapon tightens. She should be nicer about it, though. This rusting hulk is my home. Can we talk about something else? Have you seen our red friend? Shakes her head, no. Shakes her head, no. What kind of sentence is that? Nope, I ain't seen your friend, sorry. You don't even know what our friend looks like yet. How can you say for sure that you haven't seen her? Well, she would have crossed through here, and I assume she would remember, like, anyone crossing through here. And if she hasn't seen anyone, well, no one's come down here today but you. Not a soul. Didn't see anyone yesterday either. And I can't remember much past then. She smiles, revealing a crumbling set of nicotine-stained teeth. Wow, sexy. Bad memory. Can't do a thing about it. Who are you? Name's Lisa. You can call me Lise, though. Everybody on the raft does. I was just leaving. I can't draw my weapon on her anymore. So it's heavily reinforced and barricaded. Take a bulldozer to get open. Huh. What's that? It's not the ladder. I need to drink something actually. Give me a second. I noticed due to recent weather issues, only 3 people are allowed on the top deck at a time. What? Only... What? Ah. You ruin your good pose? Dude, I look like a slouched over goblin like 90% of the time anyway. I'm a literal troll. I thought I told you guys, but you don't need to worry about my posture. Nicotine tea if somebody likes snus. Wait, which is the one where you just sniff it? It's not snus. Snus is the one where you eat it? Is it? Where you like chew it? I don't know. These scratches look like they were made by claws, but they're much bigger than anything that the devil rat could make. What is going on this ship, I wonder? Are these people gonna turn into some kind of red shaman elemental totem spirits? Another squad that is one more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles and one of his orbital sockets has been crushed. Oh god, deforming the silhouette of his face. He peers at you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. We could kill him, nobody would notice. Don't recognize you, that means you're new here. His voice comes out in a hoarse croak, which is different to a hoarse cock. You picked a bad place to go sightseeing, outsider. Outsider! You okay, man? You don't look so good. No, I'm not okay. I'm outsider. I'm all beaten up and going blind in one eye. Now tell me what you want, so I can be on my way. He spits the words out like venom. Hey, what's your name? Looking for a friend of ours, a female orc, about 19 years old, calls herself Gobbet. Tell me about the sinking ship. What's your name? My name? Ivan. Ivan Fu. Fu, are you serious? At all? Can I go? Have you seen my friend Gobbet? Haven't seen her, sorry. What can you tell me about the ship? It's going to shit, rats everywhere, people dying, smells like a garbage scow. He grunts. That satisfy your curiosity, outsider? Anything more, please? Look, I ain't a damn welcoming committee. Just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squad. If you want to know more about the boat, ask someone else. I'll leave you be. Can you tell me anything about these scratches over here? Would have been a better question, Bong Bong, you stupid. We're running into a trap. Like Astolfo's gonna wait for us here, I just know. Water drips down from a leak in the ceiling to splatter against the case of this ancient terminal. It's a miracle that the thing is still functional. A blinking green cursor awaits your input. Access. Some mails. Read the first message. From Chung Sun Anson. Or Anson Chung Sun, I guess. To Beasley Malvina. Oh, here we go. We need to talk about these new regulations that they keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine, I get it. I know how important procedures on a boat, and I know the mindset that you're working against. But some of these new regs are bordering on draconian, and they're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. Well, that's a good thing, micromanaging isn't. So let's talk about it, okay? You think Malvina maybe went crazy with power? To Cadmus from the same dude. We've got a hell of an infestation going on in the lower levels, and we need to start doing something about it. Can I count on you and your boys to help me with this? I know that M would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We have to take matters into our own hands before things get ugly. Okay, third message. Again to Cadmus. This was exactly what I was afraid of, see? Those bloody rats have eaten us out of house and home. And now that the food supply is gone, they've decided to turn on us. It's pretty clear that M can't or won't use her magic to fix this. So it's on us to deal with the fallout. I've had the upstairs maintenance crews set aside a couple of containers as a quarantine area / sick room. Oh, he's in the upstairs containers? It's inevitable that we're gonna start seeing people getting sick and we need a place to shelf them. If we don't do this, we're going to have a panic on our hands. Vitus deaths aren't pretty. Vitus? Wasn't that like the virus that killed everyone on the planet, like with the awakening or something? Meeting, the fourth message. Yes. Slay Queen. Oh, Yasmin. Yasmin Huang. Tell your brother that I got his note. And then I'll be there. I don't know what all of this is about, but I have a guess, and if I'm right, well, I'm in. I'm in. Things have to change around here for all of our sakes. Oh my god, have they... are they planning another mutiny? Huang, of course, being the name of Cadmus, I guess? Yeah. So Cadmus is planning a mutiny against Malvina? Oh, maybe I should talk to this person. I'm orc maxing. I'm absolutely, like, Is there an uglier fantasy race than trolls, actually? Wait, which are uglier, trolls or orcs? They're quite similar in a way, just size-wise. And most of the time, I guess, skin color-wise, they're different. I don't think... Well, then again, trolls can be green too, right? I don't know. A slender human woman in shabby overalls looks up from her work with a frown. You can't help but notice the scars on her neck. On her neck! A peculiar place for scars. Oh my god, yeah. I can't help but just keep looking at them. Do I know you? What are you doing on this raft? Looking for a friend. Her name's Gobbet. She's an ugly red orc. Have you seen her? Her eyes narrow. Gobbet, I haven't seen her for years. Oh, so she knows her. I've got the wrong raft now, unless there's anything else. Hey, what's your name? Why do I keep asking everyone for their name? She eyes you warily. I'm nobody important. Just a worker trying to keep this thing afloat. Let's leave it at that, if you please. Hey, what about these devil rats? Can you tell me anything about them? Yeah, don't go downstairs unless you absolutely have to. The lower decks are absolutely crawling with the things. Okay. Have fun with your work. Thanks. Be careful out there. Thank you for your needless concern. Because I'm Bong Bong. And I slay things. I don't get slain myself. Man, there's a lot of people to talk to which don't have anything to say, really. Trolls are bigger than orcs. Well... yeah, but is there any other difference? I know it also really depends on your trolls, right? There's like these toy trolls, like the little ones with the crazy hair. And they are usually small, aren't they? They're called trolls, right? The man standing before you looks cleaner than most of the other squatters on the sinking ship. There are no streaks of grease on his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. He leers at you as you approach. Well, what have we here? Strangers on a humble raft exploring her leaking bowels? The man grins, revealing the cavernous gap in his teeth. He hefts a snifter brimming with cognac and salute. Can I have some? Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. Who are you? Going with a tradition of asking people their name first. You may address me as Mercurio. He bows slightly, the cognac sloshing in his glass. At your service. I'm looking for a friend. Her name is Gobbet. She looks like a rat. Oh, and she ran away from you, did she? She grins. Ran all the way here to our little palace on the water? Have you seen her or haven't you? Isabel has no patience. Insistent little thing, aren't you? He puts his lips to the crystal of his snifter. Is it called a snifter? It's a weird name. And slurps up a mouthful of liquor. I could go for some cognac now. Shit. No, I haven't seen your runaway friend, but if I do run into her, I tell her that you're looking. What do you do here? Just drink alcohol all day? A bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather, I used to be. An artist and a socialite and a man about town. He spreads his hands. Spreads his cheeks. By town, I mean raft, of course. Now I mostly find myself shut away here, on the sinking ship's upper deck. I've been festering away for months, desperately clinging to the finer things in life. He sniffs. Quite a tale of woe, really. That's it? You just loiter around and socialize? Man, what a dream. Minus the socialized part. A fine and noble profession. He takes another sip, swilling the brandy in his mouth. But you're a street-level operative, no? Blue-collar work. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Pauses for a moment, considering. Speaking of blue-collar work, I have something here that might interest you. Would you like to see it? Unzips pants? It depends on what it is. He turns to a nearby table and lifts out a battered lozenge? What's... I don't recognize that word. He holds it out to you, of black plastic. It's just a data pad, nothing sinister. This belonged to a maintenance tech that I once knew. I have no idea what happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in weeks. And why are you giving this to us again? To earn your favor. You've come to the sinking ship rather well armed, after all. Shoots a glance at Isabel's rifle. You need to be more concerned about her grenade launcher. Raises an eyebrow. I'd rather ingratiate myself to you now before the bullets start flying. Smart man. We take it, thank you. Anytime. I wasn't using the thing anyway. The schematics on that device are all quite arcane to me, I'm afraid. Hey, name dropping. We'll leave it to your business. Okay, give me a quick second, actually. Here we go. Come now, when you talk trolls, it's always big, green, regenerating kind. Yeah, you need to kill them with fire, otherwise you can't actually kill them, right? That's what... I don't even know. Which D&D version is like Icewind Dale running on? That's where I got most of my fantasy knowledge when I was younger from. Oh my god, what is happening here? Hello? Are you okay? The squad is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess, and an ever-expanding pool at her feet tells you that she's well on the way to bleeding out. She peers at you through sunken eyes, set into an alarmingly grave face. Please help me. I almost didn't open your door. Man, you're fucking lucky. I could have used biotech salvin to stabilize her, or healing magic to repair her wound, but looks like I'll have to use a medkit to patch her up. Hold still, this might sting a little. Sorry, but I can't. You crack open a medkit and go to work. I wonder if it's a cold one. Within minutes, you've run a saline drip into her arm and sealed the wound with a liquid skin. A final slap patch of adrenaline and painkillers gets the woman up and onto her feet. I don't think that's a good idea. Shakily, she extends a hand in greeting. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I can ever return the favor, you just let me know. We're looking for a friend of ours. Her name's Gobbet. She's ugly, she has red locks, and she looks like a rat. What's your name? What's your name, friend? Maria Lamb. My friends call me Sparrow. You don't have the body type for a sparrow, but okay, it's good to meet you, Sparrow. She chuckled. It's better luck for me that I met you. If I hadn't, I think that I've bled out by now. How did you get shot? I was part of the last mutiny attempt. How many mutinies are there? Like on a daily basis or something? Made it through that alright, but I guess that also made some enemies. I don't know who shot me, but it's fair bet that someone on this boat is holding a grudge. Okay, we're looking for a friend. Have you seen her? She shakes her head. Afraid not. I haven't been able to focus on much since I took that bullet to the gut. Been fading in and out. Oh, Jesus Christ. If your friend is here, then I hope that she managed to avoid the welcoming committee. The two locals that we met topside, you mean? An elf and a dwarf? She nods. I don't trust them, and you shouldn't either. Don't know where their loyalties lie. Here we go. I knew it. We'll keep it in mind. Thanks for letting us know. I knew it. They were too, you know, too weird, I guess. She shrugs. Like I said, I owe you my life. Giving you a friendly warning's the least I can do. We'll let you get on with your bloody day. Alright, but if you ever need anything else, you know where to find me. Sparrow, you can't really give me anything I want. Like, look at you. Look at you. You nearly died. Just take care of yourself. Some tags, they seem relatively fresh. Haven't been here long. An open junction box juts off from the wall, its cover hanging by a single screw. Wires crisscross over one another in a chaotic jumble, and the whole apparatus appears to be held together with electrical tape. Jury-rigged, like everything else here. She frowns at the tangle of wiring, clucking her tongue in disapproval. It's really sloppy work. You'd think that in an environment like this, they'd at least try to do some basic waterproofing. She traced the wall-mounted cables that snake out from the box with her eyes, follows them to their termination point. Looks like this box is feeding power to that door over there. If we short it, we might be able to get the thing open. Oh, I can use the maintenance datapad I got earlier. I need to check this out in my inventory. Follow the instructions to disarm the door locks. That's pretty nice. You examine the rat's nest of wires. Quite a nice term to use in this case, I guess. Tracing each connection to its point of origin. Following the instructions on the datapad, you then snip and rewire the system to feed power back to itself. The results of your work are immediate and spectacular. You hear a deafening cracking sound, and a blinding flash of light stabs your eyes. Moments later, the hall fills with the overpowering stench of ozone. The overhead lights flutter. Up ahead, you can hear the sound of a set of doors locks and disengaging. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. That was some sort of success, I guess. Can we... A cheap datapad full of instructions and notes from a member of the sinking ship's maintenance crew. I still have the SimSense chip I stole. Oh man. Don't become an alcoholic, Lambda. I haven't drank anything serious in like... I don't think all year actually, to be honest. And we are halfway through the year already, aren't we? Just about. Hey guys, I know this door was not supposed to open, but... What's going on here? What's with the corpses? Guess as long as they don't bother with me. I can just explore. The store is heavily reinforced and barricaded. Take a bulldozer to get it open. Okay. Let's see what she says if we open the door behind her. Anything? Hello, Elise. You're back? Why? I was just leaving. Through this door, you stupid bitch! Ha 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 ha! I guess she doesn't care. There's a sick dwarf here. And another local inhabitant, as they call themselves. A stocky dwarf leans up against the wall of the container room. His skin is sallow? And it hangs off his bulky frame like a half-deflated balloon. He saw plenty of sick people back in the Barrens. Addicts, BTL heads, people whose immune systems had been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. Well, he doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Hello, strangers. Don't see many new faces on the raft these days. He sighs. Oh, but you're here, so you want something. Now what would that be? Isabel pushes forward. We're friends with Gobbet. Seen her around? He chuckles. Friend, if you're looking for Gobbet, you're about 3 years too late. Your friend ain't here. You've stumbled at the worst kind of place to be lost. You haven't seen Gobbet lately. What's her name? Me? I'm nobody important. Oh, isn't that like the hatred guy's thing? Saying, oh, my name is not important. He cuffs into his sleeve. The sound is alarmingly wet. Just a man waiting to die. How can he cuff? Why are you cuffing into your sleeve? You're wearing some weird-ass face mask. What's wrong with this place? Aside from the uninvited guests, you mean? He struggles to stifle another cough. We've got a rat problem. We've noticed. Don't let what's happened to me happen to you, too. You want my advice? You get out of here and you do it before you get bit. I'm tired. So let me sleep. He gestures at the sweat-damp heaps of cloth that line the walls around him. If you don't, you might just wind up on your deathbed here, right by my side. Have you seen Gobbet lately? No, I haven't seen the girl in years. I'd love to, mind you. She was a good friend way back when. Well, if you tell me your name, I can, like, maybe talk to her about you or something. Yeah, you do that. If you should happen to find Gobbet, bring her by. I haven't seen her in a long time. It would do me good to talk to her again before you die of this damn disease. Damn, imagine knowing you're gonna die. Wouldn't you rather shoot yourself than dying of a disease that slowly, like, eats away at you? I'd rather shoot myself. If I had the means to shoot myself, I'd shoot myself. Like, just go out on my own terms. Quick and easy and, well, not necessarily clean, I guess, but who cares, right? Once I'm dead, I'm not gonna have to clean it up. The woman standing guard duty nods in acknowledgement. Strangers, you picked a bad time to come visit. And you're a terrible door guard. Aren't you looking out for gun-toting strangers? We aren't visiting, we're looking for a friend. It's a bad habit of mine. Are you guarding the room against the rats? Yes. That's a lie. She hefts a weapon, her eyes glued to the door. The rats are the thing that's controlling them. I've never seen it myself, but I've heard stories. You want to talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf, I'm busy. She hefts a weapon, her eyes glued to the door. Again. I need to keep my eyes open for more of these little bastards. We can't let any more of them sneak in here, not after what happened to Simon. Best of luck. Can I move along? Okay. Interesting. Somewhat interesting, I guess. Can't just walk past you guys? No. The local up ahead beckons you forward. It's just this way, through this door here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something living must be hidden inside, rather. Oh my god. Behind you or say nothing? I say nothing. As you watch, the locals continue to wave for you, unaware of what's happening behind them. There's a flurry of motion and something large explodes out of the vent. Gobbet lands in a crouch, her weapon raised. Don't go in there, it's a trap! It's a trap! Good job, Gobbet! I love you! You're the best! We were gonna grenade them. What's the worst that could happen using grenades on this ship? Holy shit, Isabel! The bloodied local tosses her gun aside and raises a pair of trembling hands. Her eyes have gone wide with terror. I'm sorry, we didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. The words come spitting out in a frantic babble. It ordered us to... What it? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. I don't know what it is. It talks with Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. Helpless tears stream down her cheeks, clinging to her skin like beads of dew on a leaf. What a beautiful picture they're painting there. If you want to live, you have to do what it says. I'm going to let you live. Don't make me regret it. Kill the squatter. You're going to lead us into a trap. Nobody does that unless... I'm going to let you live. You're going to have to, like... I mean, living here is a fate worse than death, I feel. The squatter collapses against the wall, sobbing uncontrollably. Gobbet dusts herself off and paces towards you. Hey, Is. Hey, Seattle. I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess that I'm glad you could make it. Glad you could make it, Oof. She jerks her head towards the squatter's ruined body. You're welcome, by the way. Want to tell me what the hell is going on here, Gobbet? We're welcome, Gobbet. We came out here to help you. And now that I've finished pulling your ass out of the fire, maybe you can do that. Did I mention that they were leading into a trap? Because that's what they were doing. Yeah, you mentioned it. What kind of trap? The kind where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly what they were planning to do. Oh, how do you know we would be ending up dead then? But I've seen them lead people through those doors before. She gestures towards the heavy double doors at the end of the hall. The people who I watched go in there never came back out again. Not a one. How long have you been here? Exactly? How many people have they lured in there? Why? How many people visit this ship? How many strangers? They just scream and scream, and when the doors open up again, they'd be gone. So you don't actually know what's in there then? No, but judging by all the screaming, I'm gonna make an educated guess that it's probably something bad. There's a long awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gobbet. All that you had to do was tell us. Also, we could have brought a fourth person, you stupid cunt. She raised her hands. Yeah, I know, but I figured that this one was on me, and I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. You're on a boat full of hostiles by yourself in the dead of night being hunted by devil rats. That doesn't sound like a great plan to me. What kind of plan was that? Let's not bring her down too much here. Like, she's already having... Like, she has to live with her fate, right? That's the worst kind of fate. Even worse than living on this ship. A pretty simple one. All I wanted to do was get the lay of the land, sneak around a little, maybe find my old friends and get some answers. I didn't come here to get into a firefight. It's easy to be quiet solo than would be dragging you two around. No offense. Oh, offense taken, believe me. So you've scoped the place out. Fine, mission accomplished. Do you know what you're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna sink it. What? The sinking ship is doomed, Seattle. I could feel that the second I set foot on board. She checks herself before she wrecks herself, I guess. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think that I could feel it back home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about this place. Whatever is happening here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow. Maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends, Katniss and Malvina, to check in on them. Instead, I found a swarm of man-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seem intent on killing me. Her tone becomes brisk, so I'm going to kill them right back. Gonna use the scuttling charges that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled it once on this level, but haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges before below the waterline if we're gonna bring the sucker down. You really want to kill everyone on this ship? Everyone? You want to live with that on your conscience? Are you, Gobbet, are you thinking about the consequences of your actions for even just a tiny split second? And so that's where you're heading next, down what? Not quite on account of the trap. I don't know how to get past it yet. She frowns. Minor setback, right? So my next step was to figure that out. Makes sense. Time to go ask some pointed questions. We haven't found Katniss or Malvina yet. I've got a better idea. Let's pack up and go home. Wait, no, let's go about Katniss or Malvina. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, because of all the people on this raft, Kat is the one I trust most to get us past whatever is in that room. He was always more of a mechanic than he was a shaman. I know that we have to get past the trap, but let's keep our eyes open while we're doing that. Let's get this over with. Let's keep our eyes open. I seriously doubt it. Remember what I told you about second guessing? She isn't second guessing anything. I can't read. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Gobbet never thinks, you should know by now. Oh god. Gobbet lets out an exasperated sigh. Alright, Iz, you want to look around? We'll do that, but afterwards we're arming the rest of those charges. Let's move. Go, go, go! Let's read the maintenance notice. All lower decks are off limits until further notice. And let's go to her, like, sick dwarven friend. Let's give him, like, the last ride of his lifetime or something with Gobbet. Also, I need to, again, drink something. Very sorry. It's just that as long as I drink, like, water or anything else, I'm not falling asleep. Otherwise, I would be falling asleep. I'm so tired today. I've been at work, like, so long and so early. I'm very sorry. Also had no proper nap this afternoon because Babby didn't want to, and yeah. Shall I complain some more? The dwarf's milky eyes track you as you approach. A wave of recognition washes over his face, but his movements remain lethargic. Eventually he manages to slur out a few words. Gobbet, back after all this time. Yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long. Gobbet stares at the dwarf wide-eyed. It's good to see you again, Cat. Well, he's Cadmus? I guess I could have assumed as much, right? Considering that this guy's in quarantine. But wait. No, actually, let's just continue. Gobbet's told me about you. How are you feeling? Perfect, thanks for asking. He struggles to contain a burst of coughing. I mean, I'm dying and my home has gone to shit, and we're probably gonna sink into the bay, but otherwise I'm great. With a visible effort, he shifts his focus to Gobbet. Welcome home, girl. Been a long time. She swallows. I bet she does. Cadmus, Save it, I'm not mad. He squeezes his eyes shut. Mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. Are you sick, Cadmus? Hey, Cadmus, everything alright with you? He grins. Between his sunken eyes and hollow cheeks, the end result is ghastly. Ill? I would say so. Definitely ill. Vitus is a real bitch. Even a neutered strain like this one can really knock you on your ass. You'll be okay, Cat. You're a dwarf and a shaman. That's 2 big points in your favor. You're gonna walk this off, you'll see. Yeah, but did you... Let's not ask this question. Spare me the pep talk. I'm too tired to walk. He cuffs him to his sleeve. Again, you have a mask. You don't need to do that. Cat, save it. I know what my chances look like, and they ain't good. I've seen a lot of our friends loaded into these cots. Gobbet, they all went out in garbage bags. Anyway, he wrestles his mouth into a friendly smile. Let's talk about something else, sir. All of this doom and gloom is getting to me. What's happening, Cadmus? Bad things. A lot of good people died. Something's gone rotten on this raft, Gobbet. You know what I mean. Toxic. Like League of Legends level toxic. Yeah, I can feel it too. I could feel it all the way back home. Her throat moves, but it takes a moment for the voice to catch up. Cadmus, where are our friends? What happened to Yasmin and Anson and Malvina? Anson's dead. Never even made it into the sick room. Just disappeared. But I know where he went. Stabs a finger downward at the floor. Yasmin's still with us. Small favors, right? But the fight has gone out of her. She's content to do what she's told and tremble. Malvina ain't Malvina anymore. Say nothing. I was afraid of that. I just needed to hear her say it. She's gone toxic, hasn't she? She's gone toxic because of that damn bauble I gave her. It ain't her, Gobbet. Something else. Struggles to contain another cough. Eventually it passes. I can't tell the difference between races in this game except for dwarves. If you were seeing his face, you wouldn't be able to tell he's a dwarf. Would you? What race is Bong Bong? Yeah, I believe he was supposed to be an orc as well. I'm not entirely sure. No, wait, am I not human? I can't remember. Like, Oblivion Bong Bong was an orc. Struggles to contain another cough, eventually passes. Can I take a look right now? What? I'm a human. Did I pick the wrong... No, I believe we picked human as well in Dragonfall, right? But yeah, that shiny red egg that you and Sui lifted is the cause of it, I think. The ugliness was already inside of her, but that thing brought it out. She squeezes her eyes shut, balls her hands into fists. Shit. Cadmus, you said that Malvina isn't herself anymore, so what is she? It isn't your fault, Gobbet. I had a feeling that keeping that thing was a bad idea. I said so several times that you should just toss it into the ocean, or you should have. Isabel jabs her elbow into the meat of your leg. Her voice comes out in a hiss. Way to rub it in, asshole. It's not my fault! Stupid bitch, I'm gonna leave you here on the ship if you do this one more time. It's alright, Is. She's right. It was a bad idea. One that Malvina's to blame for. I gave her the damn thing to fight Sui. I didn't tell her to keep it. No, you didn't. But if you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at her. But you should be afraid of her too. I sure as hell am. His chest heaves a deep bronchial cough. His chest heaves as a deep bronchial cough wrecks his body. Here we go, that's the sentence. With a grimace of distaste, he spits out a wad of bloody phlegm. Jesus. You haven't seen what happened to Malvina, what she's become. Oh, I skipped accidentally. Ah! Gobbet said something along the lines of, I'm a red shaman and I don't think. Ha! He raises a hand, cutting her short. Got no time to rest, and you need to hear this, what we're up against. You ever heard of a rat king? Oh, it's an old folklore thing. Bunch of rats all fused together, their tails all wrapped and twisted into a great big knot. It's not folklore, it's real, that happens. That's what Mal has become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to, but the last time I opened my third eye... You opened your what? Your third eye to her? Like, did he spread his... Like, did he goatsy or something? I couldn't see where they ended and she began. I know he's a shaman. Okay, that was a joke. What does that even mean? I've never heard of... It means she ain't human anymore, girl. Her aura is bound to other things. Alien things. All tangled and twisted and grown together. They're all one being now. A rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. So, this Red King is still a human, physically speaking? I don't know. I've heard rumors that Malvina's meat body is changing too. Meat body? Haven't seen it myself. Don't know if I want to. Another long wet cough interrupts his speech. He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. The talisman, the shiny object. Do you know how it works? Did you try to fight the Red King? When did all of this start? Anything about, like, I get the feeling that he's about to die in a second. So can you tell us about the trapped room at the end of the hall? Yeah, me and my crew built the thing. Let me guess, Malvina's orders? He nods. First thing she asked us to do after Tsui's little rebellion. Start to work on the thing the week after you left. How long has it been now since Gobbet left? Pardon me. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No. Cuffs wetly into his sleeve. No, but Yas can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her and tell her I sent you. We will. Thanks, Cat. Have we found a Yasmin? We haven't, right? He dabs specks of blood from his lips. Don't mention it. Do you try fighting her? Yeah, I'd had enough. A lot of us had. Okay, sorry. So we took a page from old Tsui's book. Offers you a sickly grin. We mutinied. Just at the writhing bodies on the cots of the sick room. This is what's left of our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitas to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to the rats. Another mutiny, seriously? Was better than submitting to the Red King like everyone else. Wasn't gonna serve any longer. I couldn't, not after learning what it was. Our friend is dead. Everything that was good about Malvina got eaten by the monster she's become. Unfortunately, not everyone feels the same way that I did. Got a lot of folks on this boat, and they've all got something to lose. When push came to shove, most of them took the side that they thought would win. Why would the others stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't even make sense. What do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death. Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin. Fear of that thing. Sorry, I needed to blow my nose. You're saying that the people here aren't brainwashed, they're just afraid? The only people here left are a bunch of cowards. That's right. His voice comes out in an angry rasp. Dude, don't even try. I'm gonna kill you. If you're too stupid to see what they're right to be afraid, you aren't going to last long. I'm gonna kill this thing, because I'm not afraid. Look at what happened to us. Take a good long look. This is what happens to people who oppose the Red King. Folks you've seen in the raft are standing on the surface. They're all scared shitless and I can't blame them. If anything, we were the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. If the Red King soldiers only serve it because they're afraid, then maybe we can turn them away from it. No, actually, if they're making a conscious choice to collaborate with that thing, they deserve whatever they get. They're under duress. Some of them have family members on this raft that could wind up rat food if they don't follow orders. Yeah. I was just following orders. I was just doing what I thought was right at the time. It's not an excuse! They're still good people. They just need someone they can rally around, somebody they know. Gives Gobbet a significant glance. That was a subtle hint, by the way. Well, you think us staging a mutiny is gonna have more success? I don't need you filthy, stinking people. I can kill her alone, by myself. Got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people onto lifeboats, and then we're sending this raft to the bottom of the bay, and Red King's going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We've got nowhere else to go, Gobbet. I'm not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft to the torch. We've already tried it your way. Look at what happened. Isabel steps in. Maybe both of you fucking shut up. It's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before, seeing what it can do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cat. It sounds like her, like bragging. And she knows what we've got to look forward to if you sink this raft, cause we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. Cranes his neck to look up at Gobbet, pleading. Desperation burns in his eyes. This has been going on for a little bit too long. We're just walking and talking in circles now. Gobbet, listen, it isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny failed because the Red King knew things that we didn't. Yours can succeed if you'll try. Shakes her head obstinately. My gut says that we should sink the raft. Said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what Red wants me to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, Cadmus, for sinking this thing. You and your people will just have to take your chances on land. Gobbet, Cadmus might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think we could retake the sinking ship. Man, I don't really want to talk to these people. And I do think that Gobbet is right that we should just kill everyone involved. Like, make a clean cut by cutting it all off. Oh no, I scraped off a little bit of skin on my knee. It hurts a little. I fell down. Doctor, can you please cut off my leg for me? It hurts. He squeezes his eyes shut. He looks tired. I can't stop you. I'm too weak and I don't have the people. If you're determined to do this, then I guess it's gonna happen. But I'm disappointed. No one cares. If you'd prefer, we could just leave. Go ahead if you want. I came here to put an end to this, and I'm going to. Cat, I need you to gather your people and get them ready to run. Can you do that? Well, she doesn't even want to kill them. Come on, Gobbet. Let's make this a multi-kill or something. Like a mega kill. Fucking. I was a judge in my past life. Or maybe I was. I got I got some kind of air of authority around me. Yeah, I can. Runners who put the scuttling charges on the raft also installed a shipboard alarm system. I need you to trigger it when the charges are going hot. That'll let us know when we need to abandon ship. Right now! Right fucking now! Just go! Why not just leave now? Because that would tip the Red King off. If you were to start running now, I think it would notice. I don't like what you're doing, but I'm not gonna sabotage you. If you won't help us retake the sinking ship, it's better that nobody have it. We'll sound the alarm before we set off the charges. Thanks, Cat. I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing it for my friends. He turns away. Wow. Did he just call Gobbet his not friend? Go on, get out of here. I've got an evacuation to plan. Well, that's how quickly it can go. Eh? Gobbet wants to sink a ship and suddenly he hates her. Are you? No, that's Lise. There was another girl that didn't want to tell me her name. Her. I assume she's not a dwarf. So can she be Yasmin? Gobbet, you're back! Hello, Yasmin. Here we go. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funny enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop on what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we were not supposed to talk about this. But I'll tell you what I know. We're taking the ship back, Yasmin. We need your help. Cadmus said that you were in charge of building the trap at the end of the hall. I don't need to regurgitate everything again. Yes, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Melvina, to keep her safe. Regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, Yas. We need to get below decks, and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us to get past the trap that you built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think I remember what wise you need to snip to disarm the thing. She fumbles at a nearby table, grabs a napkin, and she produces a greased pencil from her breast pocket and begins to draw. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here and this one here, bypass the circuit. She scribbles on the napkin with a steady hand. And then flip this lever. Do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. The killing pit? Killing pit? She passes the napkin to Gobbet. It's pretty much what you'd expect. She snatches the napkin from Yasmin's hand. Thanks, Yas. You don't know how badly we needed this. I can guess. Cadmus sent you to me after all. What? I wonder, like, if we could have done this conversation first, anything would have changed. I need to work. I severely hope that this will be less text heavy in the next half an hour, otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep. Thanks, be careful out there. And not because I dislike text or because I think there's too much text. This is a text heavy game. Would be retarded to expect anything else, but I just need something to jolt me awake. Okay, let's open the door. There's a trap mechanism. Yeah, it's thicker in here. Acrid. Stench clings to your tongue, sticks in the back of your throat. It smells like damp cardboard and stale urine. Gobbet surveys the room warily, her nose crinkling in disgust. Wow, that's got to say something. She produced a napkin with Cadmus's instructions from her breast pocket and hands them to you. You mean Yasmin's? Whatever. Here you go, Seattle. You know what to do. Under her breath you hear her muttering. Let's hope that Yas knows her stuff. Following the greased pencil diagram, you locate a hunk of metal flooring with a slightly raised edge. Hooking your fingers under it, you lift it to reveal a hidden access panel. It's a good sign. Follow the instructions. The instructions are surprisingly easy to follow. 3 snips with your pocket knife and a rewired connection later, the floor-spanning trapdoor has been disarmed. Well, that was easy. She beams at you. Go on, Seattle. You take the lead. You've earned it. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna enter the killing room, killing pit first. Read, Lambda, read! No, you can't make me. Actually, you can make me, which is like the irony, I guess. Oh, wow. Stepping into this room is like wading into the killing floor of a slaughterhouse. There's an inch on the ground, or off ground rather, that is caked with spilled blood. Stench that floods into your nostrils is as overpowering as it is vile. It is a stench of rotten beef and stale vomit. Of warm blood poured into a chemical toilet and left out in the sun to cook. Well, how do you even know this stench, Bong Bong? What did you do in the Barrens? The buzzing of flies in your ears helps you bring you back to senses. Blinking against the light, you see stacks of smoldering trash piled nearby, nearly to the ceiling. Piles of dead bodies are stacked nearly as high. I think we found where the missing squatters went, or focus on the bodies or turn to cover. Let's focus on the bodies. None of these people died cleanly, not a one. One way or another, each carcass has been ripped apart. Some have been riddled with bullets. Others have been sliced open with blades or shredded by chisel-like teeth. The end result is always the same. Another fresh corpse, its eyes frozen open in agony and surprise. Gobbet's jaw drops open in horror. Her eyes move slowly from atrocity to atrocity, her cheeks draining. No, stop. Oh, red. Oh, no, this. Gobbet grasps for a way to finish her thought. She doesn't find one. I'm sorry, Gobbet. We need to find Red King. I'm sorry, Gobbet. Actually, a lot of them were. Some I didn't know. Her friends. Her eyes remain locked on the nearest piles of corpses. They all deserve better than this. I think that I can fucking Lambda, concentrate. Come on, you can do this. I think that I can see one of the scuttling charges that we need to activate. Think you can arm it, Isabel? Not from here, no, but I can disable the safety on it. She blinks. Is there a difference? Disabling mechanical safeties on the bombs is just the first step. After we've done that, I'll need to reroute power from the raft to the bombs to arm them. I'll have to jack into whatever matrix server they have on this thing to do that. Huh, guess it's a good thing that you came along after all. Jerks a thumb upward towards the ceiling. I removed the safeties on the bombs upstairs. They're all ready to be armed. I'll leave the rest to you. We know what we've got to do. Let's go do it. not gonna stage him here today. Fuck this shit. Here we go. 4 more, or rather 3 more scuttling charges to be armed. I assume I'm gonna fight in a second, right? Yeah, here we go. I thought as much. When I blow up the ship, just kill Red King. Cannot do both? I want to do both. I want to kill the Red King and blow up the ship. Okay. Good. Can you kill one on your own as well? Go on. Oh, certainly looks like it. Good, good, very good. Very good. Bong Bong is gonna do the rest. It's an origin story to the Red King. It's just something that happens randomly when there's a bunch of rats. I don't think it needs like a proper origin story. It's not like a superhero or something. This door is heavy, could easily be barred to prevent outside intrusion, but instead it stands ajar. It's almost as if it's inviting you in. It's Malvina's old cabin, the seat of power for the sinking ship. It's what Red King is gonna be. Once we go in there, we're going to be in this. There's no changing our minds after we've picked a fight with that thing. What do you say, Bong Bong? Are we doing this or not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's enter Red King's realm. Why can't I talk over here? What? The thing that looms over you is horrifying. A twisted amalgamation of woman and swarm, knotted and tied together into a single whole. The Red King. Gobbet. The creature's voice is unnerving, 1,000 rumbling voices all interwoven and laid over the top of Malvina's crisp, cultured speech. I always wanted like an audio controller where I could like do sound effects with my voice on the fly with the press of a button. I think I might need to look into one because I could just literally put the controls on my numpad or something, but I'm not sure if my like sound card supports stuff like that. Let's see. You have returned to us, little mouse. You, the instigator of your own our own ascendancy. Red King shifts his gaze to a nearby altar. Gleaming red stone has been ensconced within. Where's the altar? Back where we can see it? The keystone, the source of our unity, the font of power that makes us strong. You give to us, little mouse. She's a rat. You gave us what we needed to bring this raft to order. Gobbet's nose crinkles in revulsion. On his shoulders, madness and folly chitter and shriek. Save me the speech, Malvina. Whatever you are, I'm not here to talk. The new body isn't doing you any favors, by the way. You look like a furry tree stump. A furry tree stump. The creature leans forward into the light. A fine-featured face with high cheekbones and piercing eyes stare down at you. A carpet of living vermin that bury the rest of Malvina's head and neck struggle and shriek. Our new body is beauty itself. Unity of biology and unity of purpose. Say nothing. What you are is an idiot. You saw what Tsui let loose with the shiny object and you decided to keep using it anyway. If that is stupid, I don't know what is. Thing's voice grows to a roar and you hear other sounds folded into it. The cacophonous gibbering babble of things gone mad. We are order out of chaos. The death of entropy. A glorious unity. Oh, fuck this. She pulls back the slide of a weapon. We're here to kill this thing. Let's not let it talk us to death. Damn right, attack the Red King. You hear the scrape of claws and metal. Something is heading this way. By the time the rats come here, she will be fucking dead. Yeah, fucking hell, like she's going down like a bitch. It's going down like your mama. Oh, okay, immunity phases. The Red King recoils, but only for a moment. Strange energy washes over it, bathing its body in indigo light. Where's the gem? We need to take care of the gem first, I guess. Apparently the Red King was originated in Germany. Oh my god, y'all. So you noticed, huh? Oh no! Bong Bong! I wanted you to interact with the thing, not run behind it! Well, whatever. I guess you back here can deal with this on your own. An ominous chittering noise fills the air. Okay. Wait, what's this? Flush target. Target loses the cover bonus for the rest of the turn. It's a new spell. We can give haste to Bong Bong, actually. Now we might be able to... Can we not use it? Can we not press this? Curious. Okay, then we attack this thing. Oh, very nice. Trying to attack me. No. Click it. Okay. Don't then. See if I care. See if I fucking care. Good, 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 good. What happens if I try to attack it regardless? Huh. Okay. Only Gobbet can use the stone. Oh my god. It could at least try to tell me. Oh yeah, you can see. Shiny object. Here we go. The Red King shrieks as Gobbet lifts the shiny object in her hands. In its voice you can hear the echoes of 1,000 human beings. This is interesting. She hugs the shiny object to her chest, her bare hands caressing the stone. I can feel Malvina's control over the rats. It's like 1,000 strings connecting her to them. And it feels like one of the Red King's servitors shudders in place. Slowly, seemingly against its own will, it lifts the head to stare at you. I can tuggle those strings. Malvina's cultured voice is overtaken by the inhuman roar of the other things that share her body. We will rend you all to pieces, tear your flesh to shreds. Gobbet dances back, cradling the shiny object like a newborn baby. She begins to laugh. Buy me a little time, Seattle. I'm still getting used to this thing, but if you give me a minute or two, those demon rats will be mine. I can do that. We can survive for like 2 more minutes. I mean, easy. I say missing thrice? No, twice. But almost. Man, I'm afraid we're only gonna do this mission today. It's like dragging on a little bit again. Is she still gonna take like the bleed damage or? No, okay. Ouch. Hey Malvina, I've got something out of yours. How do I use it? I guess she's not immune anymore now. Good, 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 good. Ooh, 30 damage. It's quite a lot of damage. But she's dead now. The Red King's body shudders and convulses as you watch the living carpet of devil rats that forms the majority of its bulk begin to writhe. Malvina opens her mouth to speak, but you'll never know what she was going to say. The only sound that escapes from her throat is a long, ragged scream. With a dawning horror, you come to realize what you're looking at. The devil rat sits around Malvina, turning inward. She's being eaten alive. Gobbet stares, dead-eyed, at her former friend as the swarm that is bound to her rips her body apart. Black blood pours in rivers from the aluminum-lined floor. Aluminum? Come on, Gobbet, let's get the hell out of here. That's what you get, monster. Somewhere in there, a friend of mine is dying. She was already dead. The ghastly feast unfolded before you continues long after Malvina's screams have died away. Finally, satisfied, Gobbet nods to you. Seattle, let's go find Cat and tell him what happened. I'm sure that he'll be... Isabel raised her voice, cutting off. Gobbet, I don't know how to break this to you, but... She turns the PDA to show you the screen. A grainy video feed of the upper hallways of the sinking ship crackles on a display. Looking at the sick room that you met Cadmus in. Looks like a slaughterhouse. Blood drips from the walls and half-eaten bodies litter the floor. I managed to patch into some old security cameras while you were watching that thing eat itself. Afraid I've got some bad news. She stares at the display, Gobbet's cheeks drain of color. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like the Red King must have decided to take Cat and his people down with it. What? How? Without knowing what was going on with us? He had no way of knowing to expect it. Should I have told him before? Was there like a radio somewhere that I could have radio in and said, oh, hey, I'm gonna fight the Red King, dude. Clicks the display off and the video feed goes black. Sorry. Damn it, she closed her eyes. Sorry, yeah, sorry, Cat. There's nothing left for us here, Gobbet. She glares at the shiny object. It's pitched that stupid rock out overboard. Get back on Jomo's boat and go home. I want to sink it still! Please! This is what happens if you don't organize the mutiny. He dies. Well, like, this is a clean cut for Gobbet, I guess. Hey, oi. Captain Jomo's speedboat carries you away from the smoldering ruin of the sinking ship. Gobbet and Isabel stare at a patchwork raft in silence. Gobbet's former home is now a floating mausoleum, home only to the dead and dying. Isabel takes Gobbet's hand, and together they turn away. Hey, oi grows closer. You're going home. Great. 8 karma for this bullshit though. So we're gonna talk to... Oh, and we even leveled up. Level 6 now, wow. Augment spell, haste. A new version of the haste spell that harnesses the latent wild magic of Hong Kong. Increase the friend's target AP by 1 for 4 rounds. Gobbet's accuracy is increased as well. Gobbet can now consume spirits and imbue herself with their power. I think like I'm using haste so much by now that even powering up Gobbet is not worth it, in my opinion. Isabel, mini launcher. Isabel's mini launcher now strips 1 armor. Yes, there's no question. Duncan, rubber grenades, sure. Gotcha. Whirlwind ability, yes. Rakta. Ares heavy laser, here we go. Plus 4 HP damage, plus 1 AP damage, plus 5 accuracy. Cooldown 2. Nice. Okay, everyone leveled up. What a bitter end. Sign of things to come, no doubt. Wow. Thank you. Guess you doubt my good ending. You don't think I'm gonna get one? Let's go up to Gobbet. Hi, Duncan. Hi. Goodbye, Duncan. Goodbye. Was an abrupt end, really, to this mission, but that's fine with that right now, actually. Need to drink something again. Stepping into Gobbet's cabin. You find her crouching on the floor. She appears to be midway through a valiant struggle against an enormous pastry. Her cheeks bulge out like a chipmunk's, and wispy threads of pork floss hang from her crumb-speckled lips. She glances up at you, eyes wide with alarm. I can't. I need to stop for today soon. I'm so sorry. The jar works to manage the enormous quantity of crispy dough in her mouth, but she doesn't seem to be making much headway. Just concentrate on eating, you bastard, Gobbet. Talk when you're done. Bitten off more than you can chew, huh? No, between the two of you, my money is on the pastry. Bitten off more than you can chew, slowly unzips her pants. She struggles to move her jaw, but her mouth is stuffed too full for her to make much headway. She gestures feebly towards a pitcher of water on the ground near her feet. Hand to the pitcher. What will you give me for it? Got yourself into this. I want to see you get out of it. Think of it like a spectator sport. What will I get for this? Her eyes narrow, with her cheeks overstuffed as they are. The effect is less threatening than it is comical. Hunga. She raises her hands, fingers splayed, and holds them at shoulder height. Typical spellcasting posture. Hand to the pitcher. Alright, here, drink your water. If you make a poison cloud in here, you'll die too, just saying. You look less like a shaman than you do a stage magician with an eating disorder. Scowling through cheeks swaddled with pastry, she rises from her perch and stalks over to you. She snatches the pitcher off the ground, lifts it to her mouth and tilts it back. As the water pours into her mouth, she's slowly able to work through the food stored in her cheeks. Finally, she lowers her water pitcher, coughing. Okay, yeah, note to self. The pastry terrace on Prince Edward Road makes him dry. Takes another swig from the pitcher, grimacing. Moist green apple and jelly trot on my ass. That thing was like a dessert made of pig. Oh, like a desert? Desert, right? Desert made of pig. I'd eat it. I'd eat pig. Hey, if you want, it's all yours. Drink lots of water, though. Toss the remaining pastry to you. As it sails through the air, the pork floss that clings to its outer layers flutters suggestively. Catch it! Snatch the flying pork brick out of the air. Surprisingly dense, with a heavy heft roughly equivalent to that of a softball. Eat it! Raise the pastry to you. I mean, Bongbong has eaten everything we could eat in this playthrough so far. You raise the pastry to your lips and take a bite. Seconds later, you can feel all of the moisture in your mouth evaporate. Gobbet wasn't lying. This thing is dry. The flavor is surprisingly palatable, though. She blinks at you in astonishment. Huh, can't believe you ate that. I'm impressed. If I ever get another one of those again, I'm gonna let it sit in a bowl of condensed milk for at least half an hour before I try putting it in my mouth. It might be help. I don't know. Reconstitute it, I guess? I don't know. It could work. Anyway, you probably want to talk about what happened on draft, huh? I think that in your place I would. Any thoughts on the last run? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, it was kind of a big deal, you know? We've already said pretty much everything there is to be said, though, haven't we? I mean, it's not like we didn't go over this already. The important lessons about responsibility and all that. Actually, we haven't. So let's talk about what happened. Yeah, she sighs. We can do that. First off, I should thank you. You and Is came to help me, even though I didn't ask you to, or want you to. Actually, maybe because I should be upset about that. But the important thing is that you did help me. I'm not gonna say that I couldn't have handled it without you, but it would have been really, really dicey. It would have been really, really dicey. No, that is the first time she shared the food with you. Yeah, because she didn't like it, though, right? There's a radio in the boss's room. You probably could have warned them. I tried to click the talk button, and then it put me in like the fight. Oh, you know what? Whatever. Say that again. Situation was bad. I don't think that you could have done much, Gobbet. Not after seeing what Malvina had turned a lower level into. We would have been fine. I mean, we just made it a little bit easier for you. Managed to half smile. Yeah, sure you did, thanks. On the right side, Malvina's dead, and the shiny object is at the bottom of Hung Hom Bay, lodged in a bank of silt and crab shit. It's pretty much where it belongs. But Cat's gone, so is everybody else, and I think we might be a tiny bit at fault for that. We don't know that for sure. That isn't on us. They were at Death's Door anyway. At least we took out the Red King for them, right? Yeah, I guess, but, I mean, none of them made it out. Not anyone. She stares at the floor. I feel really bad about how this all turned out. Well, come on. Don't give me, like, that quest failed bullshit now. Kinda makes me think, how many times before now have I done what seemed like the right thing? You know, followed my gut like I taught you, without realizing that there was a better option. Oh my god, if we get Gobbet to turn around due to this, though, this is the supreme way to go about it, I guess. This whole introspection thing kinda sucks, I've gotta say. She looks up at you, scowling. It's much more comforting to just assume that all of my past decisions were right. Sure is. It's intellectually dishonest, but it's definitely comforting. She bites her lower lip. Yeah. You know, Seattle, you aren't helping my mood any. Kind of having a rough time over here. She begins to pace, kicking piles of dirty clothes and blankets out of the way. Thrusting her hands into her pockets, she fishes out Madness and Folly and tosses them down onto her cot. I don't do this very often. Reflecting is for mirrors, not devastatingly attractive street shaven. Jesus. I don't know how you hand ringers deal with feeling this way. By hand ringers, do you mean people who learn from their mistakes? What you calling a hand ringer? You're the one who's torn up about this, not me. It's pretty simple. We acknowledge our mistakes. Do you mean people who learn? I guess, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really do this kind of thing. So tell me what to do next. What comes after this? After you've suffered through your embarrassment for a while, you try to learn something from it? Am I teaching you a lesson now, Gobbet? Is there some role reversal going on here? Corner of her mouth tilts downward. Yes, a wise one. You're teaching me. Now quit being smug about it. Give me an answer. I don't know, Gobbet. Try to learn from your mistake. Be a grown-up. It isn't that hard. Be a grown-up, Gobbet. Huh. Your way is boring, Seattle. And it's complicated. It comes with way too many bad feelings. She scowls. But yeah, I get it. There's probably even some value there. Never going to start second-guessing everything that I do, though. That just isn't me. Maybe you could start second-guessing some things when your information presents itself? What a novel concept. Yes, Seattle, I can do that. I will from now on. Cross my heart. Anyway, things turned out the way that they did. I don't know what might have happened if we tried to do something different, but there's one thing that I can say for certain. Things are better in Hang Hong Bay than they were before we went to the sinking ship. We did some good out there. That's something. I didn't go out there to save Hang Hong Bay. I did it to help you. Mission accomplished then. Come to think of it, there are two things that I can say for certain. You want to hear the second? Lay it on me. I think that Red is happy that the shiny object is gone. She paused for a moment, considering. That, or maybe that stupid egg did something to me. I don't know for certain. Either way, something is different. I can feel it in my gut. Gobbet, are you sure this came from Red? Of course I am. Had a vision. Had colorful lights, dancing rodents, the works. And when the world came back into focus, this magic marble was in the palm of my hand. Huh? She tosses the stone into the air and catches it with the other hand. Neat, huh? Now, I don't know. I don't quite know how it works yet, but I'm sure that it does something. I mean, it has to, right? Red wouldn't just give me a normal rock. She's a trickster and all, but that would be mean. So mark my words, the next time we're in the field, something magical is going to happen. I mean, literally magical. It'll be a journey of discovery for both of us. I'll be looking forward to it. Fuck me, don't do that. Oh, my heart. Oh, God. Me too, and thank you, Seattle. I really, really mean that. You can fly by my side anytime. 20 months, Minimoto. Crazy bastard. So, how are you adjusting to the gift that Red, or the shiny object, or whatever, has given you? Expression brightens. It's good. I mean, probably not like morally good, but I think that I can use it. What does it do? It's kind of like a grenade. When I throw it, it goes boom. Not out here in the real world, but in the astral plane. It's pretty impressive. As for what it actually does, it scares the shit out of anyone who gets caught in a blast. It makes them act like idiots. Run around with their hands in the air, or forget about who's shooting at them. Stand around with their fingers in their ears. Handy, huh? Sure, I guess. So, here's the thing. When I use this thing, what I think I'm doing is opening a bunch of temporary cracks in the astral plane. Just little ones. Only wide enough for sounds to pass through. People in the blast radius can hear things on the other side. Let's say that I throw the sucker at someone and it goes off. Boom. All of a sudden that poor slop can hear the things that got into Malvina's shrieking in his brain. Sounds unpleasant. Yeah, it's a bad time for them. All of those voices at once yelling and babbling and cursing, doing the Red King thing. It would drive you nuts, right? It's basically what it does. Drives people mad. Makes them work against their own self-interest. It's like temporary insanity in pebble form. As long as you're comfortable using this thing, I'm all for it. How many did Red give you? It's the best part. After I use one of these and go to bed, I find another one in my hand the next morning. Tried it a couple times now, and it keeps happening. Toss, explode, nap, visions of dancing reds, and ta-da, new magic pebble. You think this feels right in a way that the shiny object never did. I think that it's Red's reward to me for taking Marvina down or something. I don't know exactly. Never heard of this happening to anyone before. Anyway, we should help us. It should help us moving forward. Considering what we're headed up against next, I think that we can use all the help we can get. Thanks, Gobbet. Thanks. We're gonna save now. Sorry, I'm just... Oh, it's been such a long day. I have no excuse. That is my excuse, but I really, oh, it's not a good excuse. It's just not a good excuse. I'm very sorry. So, we're gonna end due to recording here. Bye, YouTube people.